Hello friends, welcome back. This is November Bitcoiners, people born in November, Bitcoiners born in November. This is your May 2025 reading. Gonna clear the space. Okie dokie. Alright, so I have some new decks of cards I've been using. This is the inspirational deck. Now let's see what kind of inspirations we have. These are, just quotes from scripture. Start us off, see what they have to say. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So I guess it's not your treasure until you feel it in your heart as well. You recognize it with your heart. Okay, stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them. Yeah. Especially if you were born in November. You guys are like very intuitive. Alright, let's see what the Angels of Abundance have for you. Our little road signs have been very consistent today. Okay, donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. There you go. So as you gift, it will be returned to you. Today I am mindful. Today I know deep in my heart and soul that happiness and self-worth are within me. That's good. Kind of having a sense of wholeness and completion. Important stuff. You don't, you get cranky. Okay. Well, let's see what the tarot can tell us. Had some pretty good readings so far this morning. Let's see what we have for you. November Bitcoiners. Well, I had quite a month. With the gardening and everything else, it was just challenging for me to get here. So I apologize. This is sort of mid-month, but that's okay. It still gives you the idea and the energies you need. Okay, 6 of Wands. Oh, well, look at you. Recognize victory. So you're starting out with a victory. Beautiful. And moving away from troubled waters. Perfect. 2 6s as well. Huh. And here's 5 of Pentacles. So I think your isolation and your removal from society has been a good thing. It has given you strength. You have command of the situation at hand. You are dynamic and all things to all people. You are beautiful, you are sexy, you're entertaining, you're magical. You have the ability to do for others. Ace of Cups, so your skill set is you have a big heart. You see yourself as the magician, so let's do some magic here. You know you have magic. The environment is death. It's the end of lots of things. Endings. For hope and fears is getting there. Getting to achieve the goal of, you know, the family and everything. All those things. Big win. Pentacles. Big win. And you're working hard. You continue to work hard. Qualify the... learning new things, and here's the third six. Memories. Good memories. Good memories, but also new things. And there's 3 sixes. So, divine feminine, receptive energy. But the Page of Swords is one who studies, a student. Learns new things. So while you're working, you're learning new things, and you're remembering the past, but you're also having new victories. And you're pretty dynamic, you're pretty strong and dynamic and amazing. You've separated yourself from a lot, and I think that's brought you into your heart. You're grateful. You have magic. You know how to use your magic. You have the ability to create and manifest. You look around in the world and you go, yikes, which is why this is relevant, because you said, I can't function in this environment. It's non-conductive to anything useful. And the hopes and fears are you won't get here, or you will get here, but in the meantime, that's your goal, and you're doing the work. You have memories of the past, things you've learned, but you're also learning new things, which is great. That's exactly what you should be doing. This experience here is all about learning. It's all about lessons. It's about what we knew in the past, and also correcting things that were in the past that were wrong, and making them new and correct. Straightening things out. There's so much illusion and misinformation out there, and we're starting to reckon with that. We're starting to see the illusions, the misinformation, and we're dealing with it. Because you are brilliant. You can shine. People are in the background are destructive and nasty. That's this. And you have some obstacles to contend with. But you have the ability to do all these things because you're the star. You can illuminate, and you can be above it. Especially if you were born in November, you can, pull yourself back and see the bigger picture. And that's important for you. You understand the world in that way. You have to go back and see the bigger picture in order to have it make sense for you. But remember, you got to come back down and interact with people. You can't keep pulling back. Every time you pull back, it hurts their feelings. It makes you be cold and careless. Okay, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Let's see. Full moon in Leo. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. If you've not been doing as you would be done by lately, this is a time to find balance between your own needs and the needs of the people around you. Yes, this will help all your relationships. Be magnificent without being plain too much. Self-esteem is good, vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. Creative urges should be followed. Works of magic. Friendship may be ending now. When the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderfully bright time. Where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of this lunation and of this card, no matter when you pull it. However, take note that the full moon in Leo combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of the people in your networks. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. Yeah, and, share your victory with others. Okay, Green Witch, what do you want to add to this message for November Bitcoiners? Butterfly, ooh, transition, transformation, joy, beauty, and transcendence. Okay, so become different. Develop into something else. Butterfly. Transformation, joy, beauty, and transience. Butterflies are commonly associated with beauty and joy. They are inspirational in their loveliness, but the journey they go through to achieve this metamorphosis is even more inspirational, if less pretty. Caterpillars must completely dissolve in the chrysalis, giving up their very physical selves in order to process the transformation. Only once they have relinquished everything can their physical matter be reassembled as butterflies. The idea of that much sacrifice can be overwhelming, even if the end result is glorious. Fear of change can also hold you back. Let the beauty and joy that awaits you inspire courage. Trust that achieving your goal will be worth it. The butterfly card urges you not to be afraid to let yourself grow and become something new. Are you afraid to make a change, especially if this change means giving up parts of yourself in the process? Okay, well, I don't know. It seems like it's being, laid before you. I don't know if you have a choice whether you need to change or not. I guess you always have a choice. But it seems like it's the natural evolution of things that led you to this place. And so, having said that, I think change is in your best interest. Because you're moving out of troubled water and you have a recognized victory. And you have strength. Twelfth house, introspection. Right. Look at all those chakras. Introspection. So, as you consider if your chart were a village map, the 12th house would be a quiet place. The sun is in the 12th house just after sunrise, a time for prayer and meditation, for dreaming our deepest dreams. The 12th house is your inner child's world, containing both the fairyland into which you might escape and the monsters that live under your bed. Introspection. The situation is complex, so learn what's going on behind the scenes before you act. Look for private motives, hidden enemies, surprise angels. Take time alone to develop an idea or listen within. The 12th house speaks of both who you are when no one's looking and the fact that your fate is inextricably linked to every other sentient being. Work with this metaphor. We are all cells in the body of the divine. It's essential that you take care of yourself, your individual cell, and honor who you are. But also, you must acknowledge that you work within an organization, an organism, which operates within the body of all creation. If you just take care of yourself and disregard the rest, you become a cancer that brings illness to that great body. If you deny your individuality, you can't do what you were born to do. Both realities are clear and true. You do exist independently and you are part of the collective. It's just a perspective shift. It's impractical to get lost in oneness, whether in spiritual bliss or over-identification with your group, and neglect your individual health. But it can be spiritually painful to feel stuck in the isolated single-cell mindset. Spiritual practice can help you find a healthy midpoint between a disconnected, lonely state and a state of connection. Connection to one another, to a cause, or to the divine. Grounding helps you return to your personal path. Challenges. It can be hard to find a healthy place between feeling subsumed by a group and dwelling in stunted isolation. The 12th house asks you to face your fears. In quiet moments of prayer, meditation, and creative bliss, feel that deep connection to the source and know you are not alone. Yeah, I know somebody who's going through this right now. They're not a Sagittarius, they're on the cusp, but it's not easy. They're not having an easy time of it. So I sympathize, but please, you have a recognized victory. You're moving out of troubled water. Those are the two things you really need to look at. And those were some of the first cards that came up. And your skill set is that you have the ability to be in your heart. I would suggest you do that. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. That's it. There you go. There you go. That's so perfect. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge those limits. Yeah. Yeah. You're thinking too small. You got to get bigger. And that's funny because that's what you do. You don't stay in the present in this moment. You pull back and you make it be smaller. Well, that's what you need to do with these problems. You need to pull back and see the bigger picture and realize all these things you're crying about aren't as dramatic as you are making them. Okay, anyway, I hope this reading was helpful. Like, share, and subscribe if you will. Hit the notification bell so you'll be uploaded of new content, and I really thank you for listening. Anyway, I hope you feel better, because if you're anything like what my other person is, I don't envy your day. But, you know, don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. Anyway, thanks for listening.